Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, and it is Wednesday, my droids. Let's read some Star Wars comics. Welcome to Comics with Katarn. We've got two excellent issues to read today. Issue number 35 of Darth Vader, and then Starros issue number 5, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the 5th and final issue of this arc, so it's going to be a big conclusion. But first, we've got Darth Vader, issue number 35. How's it going, Jake, Clamp, Dr. Holocron, Woodsy? I'm glad you guys are all here. Man, Woodsy, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I've had days like that, too. If it makes you feel any better, there's at least one person who's happy to see you, and that's me. I'm really glad you're in the stream. So let's read some comics together. Turn this thing around, huh? Star Wars, Darth Vader, number 35, by Greg Pak and Raphaelienko. And it's a Vader and Aphra joint, because of course it is. Featuring the galaxy's most notorious relic hunter, Dr. Aphra. And we're playing Sabak. And he looks like he's forming an idiot's array here. But she has this look, and she said to blave, which means to bluff, which means they're playing cards, and she cheated, which is actually pretty on brand for Aphra. No, this is a great cover. I love that we've got an Ithorian back there, two Ithorians, a Rodian that she's playing against. That might be a Chadra fan. I don't know. It's not a Bothan because that's not a thing yet. That's definitely an Aqualish back there, though. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, comics. Target Aphra. Nice. Remember Target Vader? Bringing it back around. After Darth Vader convinced Sabe to fully commit to the battle against the insurgent Jul Tambor, Sabe's fellow handmaidens tried to free her from the Dark Lord's control. But Sabe returned to Vader, whom only she knows was once Anakin Skywalker. Following a deep introspection, Sabe realized she could not give in to hate and could never truly join Vader. Vader used his remaining control of the Force to throw Sabe far out to sea. But Vader has a new challenge. The opening of the mysterious Fermata cage has rendered him unable to fully control his use of the Force. That's right, Vader is careening out of control right now, stronger than he's ever been in the dark side. He yeeted Sabe into the sea. I guarantee you it's not the last that we've seen of her, though. She's gonna come back somehow. Because I think that Greg Pak is like fallen in love with Sabe and can do no harm to her now. She's survived so many things. I think she's coming back too. Yeah, let's see what happens. The Executor. What is it, Admiral? It's Lord Vader. Oh, well, if it's Lord Vader, then you're not Lord Vader. What is it, Admiral? It's Lord Vader. He tore a hole in the hull of the ship and was sucked into space. Oh, it's the Emperor. Okay, duh. Commander Sabe took a shuttle out to find him, but they've both vanished. Find them, Admiral Piet, or you too may vanish. Yes, Your Eminence. The Imperial Palace, Coruscant. Lord Vader's powers. They're out of control, aren't they? Yes, Sub-Administrator Moore. Just like yours. Wait, what's happening? Have you heard of the Fermata Cage? Sith legend. A prison to contain a terrible threat. Very good, but not a legend. We found it at the Amaxine station, and when our enemies cracked it open, a massive force wave swept through the galaxy, like a great stone crashing into a pool. You've been hit by an aftershock. Your sensitivity to the Force is weak, so your suffering is minuscule. It doesn't look minuscule. Sly Moore is like crawling out of her skin over here. But Lord Vader is strong. Now he is almost entirely out of control. But you are unaffected. Because I am stronger, some Administrator Moore. Fuck yeah, what a flex. He's like, yeah, pal, Vader's so strong in the Force that he's out of control. And I'm so strong that it's just unfathomable, and you can't even comprehend how strong I am. I love it. Masa Mida, you will oversee the search. Yes, Your Eminence. I'll have them send probes and rescue ships to every known jump coordinate in Commander Sabe's shuttle. Rescue ships? I don't recall saying anything about Rescue. Ah, yes, Your Eminence. Oh, Palpatine enjoys being a dick. I love it. Oh, cool. Look at this page. Look at this panel right here. We got a stacked house. We've got Ochi of Bastoon. Aphra playing cards. Looks like she's raking in the winnings, too. An Ithorian, a Rodian, a Bith, a Trandoshan, a Twi'lek, an R5 unit serving drinks. This panel's got it all, man. I'm out of here, losers. Ah, one more round, Aphra. Haha. Nah, I'm done for the night. Come on. Cessid, Outer Rim. You're a famous archaeologist who sells off Jedi artifacts. You got the scratch. How do you know all that? Ochi of Bastoon always reads up on his opponents. Maybe you should read your cards instead. And haven't you lost enough for one night, Ochi? Oh no, I'm in it to the very end. It's true, Ochi has no idea when to quit. We know this about him. Ugh, Ochi, buddy, you gotta know when to beep, 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 beep. Quit. She's got a proximity sensor that she snuck on Vader somehow, and if he ever shows up, I bet you that's what that is. Ah! Yeah, fuck off, Ochi. I thought you'd have figured out by now, Doc. Ah! No, 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 no. Whoosh. Oh, shit, okay. That's why Ochi's even here in the first place. Thought you'd have figured it out by now, Doc. Some things you can't quit. And just like that, apprehended. I told you I would find you. Lord Vader! I... Deep breaths. And there's a whole crowd of people watching this go down, too. I mean, this is some intense... This is an intense sight to be happening on this random planet. You're panicking. If you're alive, you don't want to panic. You want to plead for more life. Right. Lord Vader, I always knew that it would come to this. But I've been useful, haven't I? I activated 000 and BT-1 for you. The best killer droids you never knew you needed. I helped you build an army of droid commandos, and I pulled off the Sun Tool Pride heist for you. So you had all the credits you needed to do all that sneaky stuff you were doing behind the Emperor's back. I mean, yeah, I told the Emperor what you were doing behind his back. And people say I talk too much. But he liked that. It was very Sithy. And now I'm still alive. So you need something? Now she gets it. I'm ready, boss. Just like old... Ah! I don't think it's going to be like old times, Aphra. I think it's going to be different. Wait, what the shit is happening now? Surrender, Lord Vader! Or... Bounty hunters! Ha! Blah! Those chumps will never learn! What's with Vader's staff? Why doesn't he use the Force? Yeah, about that. Huh? Well, when he uses the Force, it's... Yeah, exactly like Woodsy's saying here. It's like the dark side version of Sozin's Comet. When it passes over, like anyone with the Force is like ridiculously powerful, but can't... If you're not used to controlling your power at that level, then, you know, it's gonna run wild. Holy shit! Be careful what you ask for. Ah! His powers, they're all messed up. Yeah, he can't control them. They just explode out of him, full force. So everyone thinks he's vulnerable? Yep, including the Emperor, apparently. These bounty hunters have an Imperial mandate. And yet you're sticking around. I don't see you running. Nice. Aphra and Ochi are about to be the only people in Vader's corner during this. And of course he comes out on top because he's fucking Vader. And you know what? This is believable to me. This is a natural place for Aphra to go because this is where she started. You know? She was introduced as a Vader character. So like seeing her pop back up here, of course she's going to assume the old habits. even though she's had a ton of character development since we've seen her last. He's a little too close for that right now. Kind of always is, somehow. So, what can I do for you, Lord Vader? You once trapped me in a Kyberite confessional. You thought it would eclipse my powers. Yeah, well, it didn't. No harm, no foul? What could? Huh. Nice. He's coming to Aphra because he knows that she's smart enough to find a way to contain him until he can get it under control himself, or until the Force wave is fully dissipated. Wait a minute, Aphra. These coordinates don't make any sense. There's nothing there. You think the secret places I know about would stay secret if they showed up on your star maps? Pfft, just fly. I appreciate that they don't get along, because no one should really get along with Ochi. He doesn't deserve that. Oh no, Aphra-handed? That's... I hate that I didn't think of it myself. No, that's pretty brilliant. What's he doing in there? I don't know. He's been meditating a lot. I don't ask questions. I just recommend not getting too close. Huh. Whoa. Did you just wander into his... His meditation is like so intensely powerful right now because of the Force surge that like people can like get trapped inside it. It's like he's like astral projecting into the whole room around him. That's nuts. Whoa. Skywalker. What are you doing? You. And who are you? Hello? Ah, you can't hear me, can you? This is all just in Vader's mind, huh? There is still good in him. What? What the hey? Jeez. Oh man, Aphra, that's spoilers. You don't need to know about that yet. You don't need to know that yet. Amazing. I love the context that's been added with the recent issues of Vader 2 with it really has kind of softened him a little bit. His experiences with Sabe and the other handmaidens. And like it's like Luke definitely got the win and did the work and redeemed his father, you know, brought him back to the light side. But like I think Sabe is one of many people along the line that loosened it up for him before Luke got there. Just like how if it wasn't for like the way his relationship ended with Ahsoka in the Clone Wars, with her leaving the Jedi Order and him feeling kind of abandoned by that contributed to his fall, you know? It wasn't 100% just Padme dying. There was so much more to it. And so like adding those contributing factors makes it more believable that he would throw it all away and become Sith, you know? And so here we are doing the same thing again. We're adding extra precipitating factors to why Luke was able to bring Vader back to the light. It's because the whole thing is because he loves Padme. And he has to stare at like Padme's double's face during the, like, it does things to him psychologically that like it changes his very alignment. And that's why I think he's in a place where he even is able to make the decision to save his son. You know? I don't know if I'd go far enough to say that if it wasn't for Sabe, he might not have saved Luke, but like definitely put him in the frame of mind to be receptive to the idea when it came across, you know? There is still good in him. And it's crazy that it's Sabe saying this to Luke in Vader's mind, too. Like, Vader's contemplating what if they meet. Crazy. What the hey? Ringo Vinda. Oh, sick. Okay, Ringo Vinda. This is where the clone who knew too much. This is where that all went down. I'm pretty sure it was in orbit of this planet that General Tiplar and Tipley got murked by Tup. Welcome to the long-lost headquarters of Dr. Istan Zali, separatist scientist and Kyber expert. The last time you led me into such a place, it was a trap. Yeah, so's this. It's what you asked for, Vader. So I say we make Ochi go first. Hey! I mean, I'm the one with the necessary archaeological expertise. Kinda indispensable. Ochi's just, you know. Wait. Ah! Yes! Just yeet him into the abyss. Good job, Vader. Clunk. Clank. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is a contender for one of my new favorite panels. And I've been saying since we really got to know Ochi better through the comics, because like we don't really he's introduced in episode 9, but he's already dead, you know. A little bit more about him in the book, the novel that came out, but he's so bumbling. He's like failing upwards in terms of like getting close to Vader's inner circle, but like all these characters get these cool hallway scenes, you know, like Vader in Rogue One, Luke in The Mandalorian, like Darth Maul in the Siege of Mandalore. I was saying Ochi should also get a hallway scene, but instead of him, it's him being a badass. It should just be like a bunch of people beating the crap out of him in the hallway. Kind of like in Oldboy, but before the second half of the fight scene. Ochi, we love you. You absolute idiot. Ow! Ah! Just jumping through all the traps. Patang, patang. Ouch! Oh, fuck, right through his arm. All clear. Thanks, pal. Ugh, don't feel so good. Yeah, the Separatists like to use rockwort venom. Ugh. Didn't know how lethal the traps would be and didn't quite have the incentive to find out. I never made it this far before. Gah! But here we are, the Zali shield. That's pretty dope. It kind of reminds me of like an Uruk-hai shield. The way it's got the teeth at the bottom. It's made out of pure Kyberite. The material Kyber crystals grow in. Oh, that's cool. So does that mean that, like, the ice walls of Elam are growing around structures of Kyberite? It's just covered in a layer of ice over that? Interesting. Kyber crystals are attuned to the Force. They concentrate its energies. Everybody knows that. But Zali figured out the Kyberite's kind of the opposite. Like the other side of a magnet. He theorized that that's how the Kyber crystals form, in opposition to the Kyberite they're found in. So Kyberite can't negate or dissipate the Force, but it can channel and guide it. Which is how we end up with this. Tink. I have no idea if it made like a power-up sound, but holy shit, now he has a shield and a spear! Fuck yes! We're slowly building a new Vader Black Series variant that I'm going to need on my shelf. He's getting more medieval by the minute, and I'm so here for it. The Separatists thought they could use the shield to amplify whatever limited force powers a person might have. Of course, the real Jedi just made it backfire on them. And it was too heavy for most people to carry around anyway. I don't feel like that's a problem for you. It's true, Vader is an absolute beast. With or without the Force, he's stronger than you. So you just... Okay, yeah, you got it. Just remember, it's not a power dampener. You won't get back whatever you call the Force equivalent of fine motor skills. But at least you can aim. Well, it was nice knowing... Holy shit, what? Holy damn. You understand, don't you? Ugh. I uploaded a little safeguard so it doesn't work on me. You're talking too much again, when you should be running. No, Lord Vader gets it. I mean, you're still alive, and I'm about a bajillion times more useful than you. Hey, keep me out of this. I don't know, boss. All I'm saying is, I'm here to help. And you seem a little more reasonable these days. I mean, you did just give him a badass shield. The least he can do is not kill you. Ironically, it's exactly what you tried to do. I didn't even bother reacting to the fact that Aphra looks like she's dying here because I was like, there's no way. There's no way. I hope someday you get to know how it feels to do something good. There's still good in him. There is still good in him. I haven't seen it all, boss. But I've seen a little. And on top of all that, you're playing a dangerous game here, Aphra. I really like the swirls, the background swirls of like the mental meditation state. And on top of all that... Oh, sorry. We interrupting something? You've got a lot more pressing problems than me right now. The dark droids have arrived! Oh, God, look at them. I love the silhouetted droids with all, like, the glowing red. We got a KX head back there. They're like, oh, they're all cobbled together of all kinds of different things. This is gonna be sweet. Next, Revenge of the Droids. The premise of Revenge of the Droids is so fucking cool. It's like all of the droids that Anakin/Vader has disassembled over the years. And all of the data from those combat experiences have been uploaded and strategized and studied so that the opponents now know all of Vader's moves, basically. And narratively, it just plays as Vader having to fight all of the ghosts of his past that he's murdered. Yeah, no. That is badass. That was a really, really good issue. I'm really enjoying where this is headed. Dr. Aphra and Vader together just feels right. And can we talk about this absolute badass look for him? This cool Sith shield. I know it's not actually a Sith shield, but that's what it looks like to me. All black and spiky. Fully matches his vibe. And he's fighting with, like, a staff right now. Vader's going through some things. Look at this. Just power blasting from his shield. He's turned into a He-Man character. King Vader. Legit. This is Vader's King Conan era. And I'm all about it. Awesome, cool. Well, that was Darth Vader 35. Let's keep going. The future of the Starros family revealed. Star Wars, Son of Starros, issue number 5 by Justina Ireland. There they are, the Starros clan. I believe this is the 5th and final issue. Son of Starros has made her way across the galaxy, pulling heists with Han Solo, getting mixed up with Dr. Aphra, and everything in between. After a bad breakup, Sana decides to chart a new path. Star Wars, Son of Starros, Family Matters, Part 5, Facts of Life. Upon returning to the Starros family homestead, Sana was greeted by her Grammy Taya Starros and cousin Arisha, who is pregnant with the first children of the next generation of the Starros family. There's only one complication. The father is Imperial Officer Serasis Ello, who is not fond of the Starros family and issued an attack on the family's home to retrieve Arisha and have the children born in Imperial care. This worked just fine for the Starros family, who were looking to retrieve a data cube of information about their family history that only Arisha would be able to get close enough to receive. I still think that's way too expensive of a buy-in for a heist. Having to have kids with someone? Like, what? In a ruse set up by Sana's twin brother Fel, Grammy and Mavira were captured. Now the two elder Starros women are in custody aboard the King's Ransom, just in time for Arisha to go into labor. Because of course, if you've got a pregnant person in the story, they're gonna go into labor right when everything is like the craziest. That's just the rules. Let's go. Written by Justina Ireland, art by Perry Perez. Breathe, Arisha, breathe. I am. Gah, where's Sana? A little help, Ma? Would you care for ice chips? Shut up, droid. Why haven't we jumped to hyperspace? Because we can't. I sliced the droid on day 1. I wasn't sure Serasis would make a detour. When I realized Fel was involved, I triggered the coding I placed in the droid. Hey, what are you doing? Scheduled maintenance. Aren't you a childcare droid? Yes. Budget cuts. Take it up with the commander. Captain Ello? Oh, carry on. Smooth moves. Crash, clank, whir. Gonk. Our first gonk of the day. I'm very happy to see one finally. Sana better hurry. It won't take long to fix the engines. She'll be here. She hasn't let us down yet. Meanwhile, this is somehow going to be my fault. Hey, did you call for a hyperdrive motivator? You got here fast. The depot routed your request locally. You having some problems? Nothing but problems. Well, that's your problem right there. The Roy coil is shot. The what? I've never heard of a Roy coil. Look closer. You see that blue line? I don't see anything. It's right there. All set. You should be clear. God, that tech is an idiot. Lenitra, did you reroute the airflow to the command suite? Yep, your family is safe, Sana. Ready when you are. This may be the silliest plan ever. Well, you get no points for style, but I do love being direct. Where's Jand? He said he'd be here. Beep, 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 beep. Jand, you're late. We're ready to go. Apologies, but this isn't Jand. Hondo Onaka, here to assist. What? Who? Sana's never heard of him? Come on, Sana. Jand sends his regrets. He is otherwise engaged. There is, of course, the small matter of my fee. We'll discuss payment later. Just follow my lead. You're the boss. This is awesome. I'm ready here. Let's go. As you wish. Fucking Hondo Onaka just showing up out of nowhere. Hondo, I said follow my lead. What are you doing? Fall back. Unidentified craft. This is restricted space. State your business or turn around and return on your previous trajectory. I think no. What are you doing, Onaka? You were supposed to follow my lead. My way is better. Trust me. That sack of Galadag. Deva, change of plans? 2 for 1. Is the ion cannon charged? Ready when you are. Take the bait. You know you want to. These are some great panels. I love this. With the TIE Fighter cockpit zooming in. Oh no, excellent. Now! It wasn't. She got the 2 for 1 deal. That's what she was here for. We have to move fast. Those TIE fighters won't be down long. On the contrary. My friends on Hynestia also deal in hard-to-find ship parts. They'll be dismantled before the engines can reset. Oh, that's fucking brutal. So the pilots are just going to get depressurized in there as they scrap these ships while all the systems are down from the ion? Man. So that Hondo character, your guy, right? I couldn't exactly pass up the chance to scavenge a TIE fighter. You may not be a Starros, but you sure act like one. This seems unfair. I know, isn't it great? Reminds me of the good old days. What, it seems unfair in how easy it is, just like all the troopers are just knocked out. Gas is vented. Let's move. How long do we have? Hour, maybe 2. Plenty of time. Pretty swanky for an Imperial cruiser. I don't know, I thought it would be nicer. We're on board. Gas is clear. We ran into a problem on our end. It seems the lab shares an air handler with the command suite. They've got us pinned down. Well, come on, how many troopers could possibly be in the lab? Just take them out. You there! Halt! I knew this was going too well. You know what I'm going to do, real quick? Just because I feel like there's some momentum to this one. Watch this. Aw, yeah, there we go. It seems the lab shares an air handler with the command suite. They've got us pinned down. This issue is like non-stop action, so I figured we should just go with the action music. You there! Halt! I knew this was going too well. I'll get Lenitra. You find our family. And Sana? Yeah? If you see that brother of yours, don't hesitate, because he won't. I know. Go! Lenitra, Deva's headed for you. Tell her to hurry. Let's walk around a little. This is awful. Sana, thank the stars. Got here just in time. Is everyone okay? Yes, but Fel is here. I know. I saw him on Hynestia. We have to move. What's gonna happen with Fel, guys? This is so intense. I don't think Sana has it in her to drop her own brother. Like, I think this might be a continuing story even after this issue. No can do, Sinisi. These babies are en route. Are you sure? Look at her face. Sana has no time for this. I think I can tell when a head is... Ow, 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 ow. Okay. You all take care of this. I'll find Deva and I'll be back. Sana's like, please, I cannot get out of this room fast enough. I want no part of this. Arisha sliced the comm systems if you need a distraction. She's still using Tea Party as her keyword? Of course. Remember, child, breathe and timing. Be careful. Lenitra, how's it going? Deva's here, but there's at least one fire team of Imperials, maybe a squad. Well, change of plans. We're taking the ship. Oh! We're taking the ship! Unless you have an army on the way, that's going to be difficult. What? Don't worry, I have something even better. Ever heard Vader and Aphra? What? Stop firing for the moment, but on the count of 3, take the stormtroopers out. We're just about there. On 3, okay? On 3. Nice, this reminds me of The Last Jedi, when, like, at the climax of the movie, and, like, all these things are happening at once. The breaking of the saber, the hyperspace ramming, like, oh, man. We're just about there. On 3. Waiting on you, Sana. Okay, 1. Get them! 2. Okay. 3. Whoa! Look at this! Vader and Aphra. She's totally doing some sort of a sonic attack on the onboard comms that's like taking them all out, but somehow it's not affecting them. And Deva Lumpop is terrifying when she goes into like combat mode and unhinges her jaw, by the way. Terrifying. Lenitra, you there? Son of Staros. Opera? I'm impressed. It's beautiful but agonizing in small spaces, like the comm speaker inside of stormtrooper helmets. That's how she did it. She piped it right into the helmets. Okay. Brilliant. Troopers are all down, and Serasis is taking us to the data cube. Excellent. Forgetting something. And here he is. Nope. Oh, shit. She just went for it. I figured you'd double-check the comms room. What a quick draw. That was great. I just thought you'd get here sooner. Typical Arisha. She never could leave well enough alone. You should apply to the University of Barleth. Why, so I can pile up another rejection? No thanks. You want to get away from Nar Shaddaa, right? University is your ticket, and Barleth has an archaeology program. Really? Okay, this doesn't look bad. Right? You should totally apply. I think I'm going to apply. You're right. This is how I escape. God, fella's so selfish. Like, if you weren't happy being on Nar Shaddaa, why would you assume that your sister should have to stay there and suffer with you? Like, he's someone who can only view the world in terms of how it affects him personally. Like, her leaving was a great opportunity for her, but all he sees is, like, abandonment, that he was betrayed, because it's all about him. It's all about Fel, you know? You're wallowing again? I left. I did something for myself. Get over it. I came to help you escape the Imperial Academy on Lothal, and you refused to come with me. After this, you've made your choice. So now you're going to kill me. Yeah, look at his face. He's just unhinged. No. You're going to get into the escape pod and hope your precious empire shows you more mercy than you showed your family. No. Wait, you can't do that! Felici, you seem to forget I'm the one with the blaster. Well, that's basically like a death sentence by proxy, because the Empire's gonna execute him for his failure. The ship is ours. Lenitra's backup just showed up and helped us load up the Imperials into escape pods. We'll head back to Deva's and lie low. Everything okay? We're doing great, but you missed everything. Meet Desana and Thavira. Oh, 2 girls? For now, at least. You never know what the future holds. Ha! Nice! I'm hoping it holds a stiff drink. And Fel? Sent back to his Imperials in an escape pod. Good. That boy needs to have a long think. And Serasis? With Fel. Deva wanted to eat him. Should've let her. Yeah, you really should've let her. Maybe next time. Ready to have some of your own? Absolutely not. You? When Shani hatch, we devour each other until only one remains. Oh, fun. God, is there anything about Deva that's not super intense? Also, her saying you missed everything, like, yeah, Sana did that completely by design. She did not want to be there. Here you go. I unlocked it. Be careful, though. It's priceless. She's so young. Yeah, she was just a kid when we first met. Brilliant, though. You remind me of her. She tried to see the best in people, even when they were at their worst. And yet she couldn't see that this would always fall into the wrong hands. Nice. Well, that's a choice. Did I mention it was priceless? Speaking of credits, guessing you already have a buyer for the cruiser? Of course. Babies are expensive. We're gonna need the money. Engines are fixed and we're about to jump. Also, there is a lot of liquor in the galley. That's my cue. Nice. So, care to see my ship now? Damn. Sounds like just the thing I need. I can respect it. I can respect it. I can be happy for two people separately. And I'm happy for Sana that she's, like, moving forward with her life. I am still very sad for Aphra. But it's Aphra's responsibility to turn that around for herself. It's not Sana's responsibility. So good for her, honestly. She got herself a cute Pantoran. Let's go. Let's go. Somewhere in the Hynestian sector. Oh, God. It's Fel and Sarasis in the escape pod? She's a liar. Why does she keep saying she came to Lothal? Oh, come on, Fel. You just have to want to leave. I can't, Zanisi. I can't. Why can't I remember? Pull yourself together. This is a temporary setback. Yes, sir. You will have your revenge, and I will get my family back. You'll see. The Starros clan will rue the day they crossed the Empire. The end. Doesn't sound like the end to me. Sounds like we got a lot more feuds and grudges ahead of us for the Starros family. So I am looking forward to issue number 6 to see what the story in the meantime is going to be. But this was fun. This was a nice, it was a very typical feeling finale of an arc, you know? Everything happened. It was a great build to the climax. The babies were born. Yeah, this was cool. And fucking Hondo Onaka showed up and then left. Then he was done. That was great. That was great. Yeah, this series may be over, but I'm sure that the members of the Starros family beyond Sana will appear again in these comics. Mark my words, we'll see him again. Yeah, this was fantastic. That's all we got for Comics with Katarn this week. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you joined late and did not catch the beginning where I read Darth Vader issue number 35, you can catch the replay on YouTube momentarily. Yeah, thanks again. And as always, may the Force be with you.